Rock Zone. Kawan J.
DJ One. The mixtape show. The mixtape show.
Early, I was like, yo, I'm going to 7 and they ain't going through. They ain't going through. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking. I went back to the post
Uh-huh.
and it said 7 Central. And I
Uh-huh.
said, you know what? That's what I get for pregame.
There you go. Hey, man, I'd rather you be early than late. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I don't
I
want to
was
waste
lit.
I
That's
don't-
why I got my shades on. I'm lit. I was like, yo, that's what you get for pregame.
Dope, man. Let me hit record, man. Let's chop it up, bro. Let's catch up, man, and let's talk about this project. All right.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mixtape Show. It is time for this week's Artist of the Week interview, man. And checking in, man, is one of my favorite people, man. We ain't talked in a minute. We was just talking about that here off air, and we gonna definitely change that, right, bro? And
Yes.
he just dropped this. He gonna drop this new project. Got this nice body of work, man. So we actually get to talk about that. He goes by the name of Rhymercka. We're gonna talk about this project, The Frequency. And welcome back, brother. How you doing, man?
All right, man. I'm still glad to be here.
Yeah.
You know, we done conquered some things. We went through some errors with this
Yeah.
politics and all this stuff. So
Oh.
we here.
Man, we here. We still breathing, bro. As long as we can open our eyes every morning, we winning, right?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yeah,
dope, man.
man.
Dope, man. Well, like we was talking a little bit off air, man. We haven't talked since Lookout Boy, and now you got a body of work coming through. Project is dope, by the way. We're gonna talk about the project. I got to listen to
Thank
it,
you.
chop it
Thank
up.
you.
You know, I love to be prepared before I have these conversations, so I definitely wanted to listen to the project and take it in and absorb what you gonna put out there into the world, man. And congratulations on that, first of all, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
It was a lot of changes creatively
Absolutely.
because this wasn't actually going to be the project. I had a whole different title and a whole different feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when I got my setup, I got my studio set up, and I was making records, and I was getting ready to move, and, you know, in between stuff, and when I finally got to sit still, and I just started coming out with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So being a producer and an artist is like become a hermit as a producer. And you make beats you like, then you become a hermit become a hermit as a writer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a lot of times between my health and creativity, I just be locked in.
Yeah, man. So I don't want you to give away the title that you was gonna call it because you may use that again. So we'll save that.
No, I'm
but...
gonna use it.
Okay.
No, it's gonna get used.
So let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about that creative process. Let's talk about that the pivot, right? That's a definitely an important thing. What we do is it's based off of energy. What we do is based off of feelings, right? You obviously were settled on something else. So what was the thing that switched over for you that made you want to kind of pivot a little bit and kind of recreate and reshuffle?
I don't know if y'all know, but at one time I was saying I am the frequency.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's the return of the frequency, and I would hashtag it. So knowing how you got frequencies and waves, so everybody got whatever their little moniker or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now we're just one of mine. So it's just like the wave is already taken, you know, all the other.
Yeah.
So I kept saying, this is the frequency right here. So when I would come back, I'd be like, it's the return to frequency. And that was just kind of like a adjective to the Rhymercka and the music that I was making.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But in the course of recording records, and I was like, nah, I am the frequency. That turned the light bulb in my head. And the first song I made under that whole thought process was Renegade. Because I made it in the 50th year, and I had that sitting. And when I made that, it just created a good starting point. It's like, okay, we got the title.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got this banger.
Mm-hmm.
So now we got the bar. And we're not going to go below this bar,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to either be equal or above.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you're kicking off the next, like you said, and you got it as a title too, 50 years into the future, right? So we had the big 50th anniversary a couple years ago. Now it's like, and this is how I took it. Now let's get started into the next 50. You know what I'm saying? Let's write the story for the next 50, because I want to be in this conversation when we talk about the next 50 years of hip hop. And you kind of using this project as that, man. It's kind of like, yo, this is going to be one of the foundational bodies of work for the next 50 when they talk about hip hop and all of that, right?
Definitely. I mean, that's good. I get to reconnect with people like you. They'll be like, listen, I got a body of work now. I don't have no singles.
Mm-hmm.
I got a whole project.
Yeah.
Because the going joke, like you and a couple others, like, when are we going to get an album? And I'm like, good question. Good question. You know? So,
but that's also a dope thing too, man. Because I'm not against either way, right? I'm not against people putting out bodies of work, and I'm not against singles. But I feel like when people ask you that, where's the album at? Where's the album at? That's when you know the people tapped into the work, man, and they want to hear some more. So that's actually a blessing too, man, for people to say, yo, I love the singles. I love running them singles back, man. But you gotta give me something so I can
give me a whole
sink my teeth into, right?
thing.
Yeah. So that's a compliment.
Yeah.
That's a compliment too in your craftsmanship too, brother. That people asking you like, where's the album? Because I know another brother, man, who, and rest his soul, man, my man Twan Mack. He was similar. He was out of Milwaukee. He was the same. He would just drop singles, and he always told me, yo, K, when the people ask for an album, I'll give them an album. But for now, we're gonna ride this single wave, and we're gonna kind of put some stuff together here and there, but. It's just right, like you said, when the people say, where's the album, man? So it feels like Method Man. Remember when Method Man was coming out with that Tikal 2000? Everybody's like, yo.
When the album, man? When is the album? God bless the album. Shout out to Meth for even allowing me to be in the sessions. I was in a couple of the T2 sessions.
Yeah.
And they was knocking shit out the park.
Yeah.
Street Life, The Clan, they was knocking records out the park on that album.
Yeah, and for those who not familiar, the homie Rhymercka represents Staten Island, right? SI, you know what I'm saying?
Very nice. Of Staten Island, downtown Brooklyn, my family.
Yeah.
And shout out to South Bronx.
Yeah.
Because I had a formative summer of the 80s that really put me in that hip hop space where they filmed Beach Street around my grandmother's project. There.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and this frequency is all a culmination of the influences, the experiences, the communities I've grown in that's behind this culture, and just giving them. And another part is I used to work at Patchwork Recorders down in Atlanta. Shout out to my Patchwork family. Work the night shift. So when you work the night shift, you get to really see all this. We used to call our nickname for the late shift. It's called the late. We call it the late show. Yeah, Thursday. But instead of most people would hang out with the celebrities, I got to hang out with the engineers. Yeah. So that's where that whole frequency concept, because I would talk to them, and they would tell me music theory and things like that. So it's like I was kind of getting like a full sale crash course about working late and conversating and observation. And one of the things, shout out to Mike Wilson, he used to say, yo, at the time we was down there, he's like, man, these dudes' albums are not cohesive. It's just a whole bunch of singles. This singles compete with this single. It's not a thought out concept album anymore. And I took that to heart. So that's another part of the frequency. I try to keep the conceptualization of an album, the creative idea and art of it.
Yeah, man, because like you said, it's cool to have a bunch of singles, but when you have an album, right, where everything specifically doesn't have to be a radio style cut or it has to be a pop cut, but it fits into the bigger picture of the project, man. So talk about that, brother. Talk about your thoughts, man. When you was putting this together, when you was recording these records, what was the overall sound that you wanted for this project as far as sonically and message-wise? What was you thinking?
It was a little bit darker and harder. The other one was a little brighter. This one, it was more like sinister. I don't know if I could even like even for skateboard enthusiasts, like the Z Boys, they used to ride low and grind and grind into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was kind of feeling like. The next one, I think the next beat I came up with was Black Converses.
Mm.
And I was just in a space where I like rock music. I listen to Led Zeppelin, I listen to punk rock.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people that grew up in the 80s, you know, we ain't had no choice. Before we get to this Run DMC record, we're going to hear 25 rock records.
Absolutely.
We're going to hear 25 80s synthesizer pop records.
Yeah.
So that's a part of our, you know what I'm saying, our 80s. And I really like that dark rock, that Pink Floyd, that heavy metal.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to really go into these zones. And the crazy part of it, they weren't being forced.
Yeah.
They were just coming. So I kind of felt like, okay, I'm in a zone.
Yeah.
Production wise.
Yeah.
So as soon as I felt that record, and then I would just get to it, and then I wanted to experiment with the frequency of the sounds, the radio effects, and all that stuff on there. Trying to just step out the box a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
You I just had this conversation, man. Me and you linked me in sync because I just had an artist last week, my man. Shout out Eric Solo out there on the West Coast. We all kind of in that same age group. We talked about this. We talked about our generation being, to me, the greatest music generation because we grew up from the late 60s, 70s, 80s worth of music, right? So we have this encyclopedia and this catalog in our head of just all these different genres that we can pull from to make hip hop. And I told him, like, hip hop is probably the only genre where we can take all of that and make it hip hop, but you can't do it the other way around, right? So we could take these rock sounds, we could take these, like I said, progressive joints, jazz, everything. We could take all of that, man, and we could turn it into a hip hop record, but we can't do it the other way around. So that's why we create and we have this energy about hip hop that everybody loves so much, even if they want to admit to it or not. That we do so much with these sounds, man, that makes it sound that it touches the soul. So it's kind of dope to hear you say that, like, yo, I listen to rock and I just took these rock joints and I can create this with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's always dope to hear that. Cause I always say that, man, our generation to me is the greatest musical generation of all time because we pull for so much, man. And it's just dope that we take those influences and we can create something with it, turn to a hip hop record and then blow the newer generation away out the ballpark 1,000 times. You know what I mean?
It's almost like you know, you seen Sinners?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Remember when he was playing in that juke joint and then all those different types of music, genres like that.
Yeah,
that's how it was. That feeling.
Yeah,
and we could pull from that.
Yeah,
and we can make our own sounds out of it. And I guess that's what kind of bugged out our parents. Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
So when you say, what the hell is that noise? That's a compliment to us.
Yeah.
You don't understand it? Great. Sometimes it get a little weird when your moms can come in like, oh, that's my song. You be like, then I'm not making noise enough. I'm not making it. You know? So that was the whole thing. I was just trying to really create a sonic experience. Like, this is the pocket I'm in. It went from when Renegade, Black Converses, made music. And I try to keep content within the lyricism. I'm a hardcore hip hop artist first and foremost. I'm a hardcore hip hop underground artist. I can do radio records. I could do pop records. I could do all that. But at the core, I'm a hardcore underground artist. And to some, I'm a punk rocker more than a hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Thus, Black Converses. It's named after this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Grimiest sneakers in the timeline.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And we made music. I took from my own lyrics from autobiography. Made music with the illest teens. It all started with street dream writing 16s. So I took that and I fused that to the hook. First I was gonna sell with a hook. Girl, like, why would you do that? Why don't you just say it?
Yeah.
It's your voice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit.
Shout out to the queen.
Shout out to the queen, right?
And I like
That's
that
what they
too. I like that too.
that's what
Black
they're
converses.
supposed to do.
Yeah, I like
They're
that too.
supposed to give you perspective and wisdom. They
Yeah.
the wisdom.
Absolutely. My wife,
You know
she,
what I'm
my
saying?
wife does it the same when I make beats because she's from the Cali. You know what I'm saying? I'm a New Yorker. She's from Cali. So she has a different ear. So when she'll hear something or where I'm trying to go with it, she's like, you need to add this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you sure? She's like, just add that watch. And I'll add something. She'll be like, oh, I see where you was going there. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have that extra ear in the room sometime. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you're a creative, you're trying to build from the bottom up.
Mm-hmm.
So you listen to critique, but you be like,
Yeah.
But if it's somebody here you could trust,
Mm-hmm.
you be like, you're right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man. That's a,
doing that, it came out, and I was like really about finding cadences, locking into cadences, stretching my voice on certain things, and that one made music actually was supposed to be called The Frequency.
okay. All right.
That was supposed to be the title track, but I was like, the whole package is The Frequency.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
just going in there, really, really challenging yourself, shutting myself off from the outside noise too. Meanwhile, at the same time, trying to stay up to date with what's going on, but shutting myself off. Like, I'm gonna make my authentic sound. I'm gonna make my energy uncontaminated, if you will, creative process. Like, that was the great thing about being able to lock in your crib or lock in the lab and not, you're only coming up for air, food, and water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then go back in.
Yeah.
Because I knew I wanted to make a decent album. And number one, I didn't want to make a long album.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking around, and it's like from adult to kids, it's getting a systematic ADHD type attention span. It's getting shorter, it's getting shorter, it's getting shorter.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have playback ability too, man. 26 minutes ain't a long project, and you can run it back. You know what I'm saying? I like to put my phone on a replay, on the loop. So after it gets to that last track, let's go and listen to the album again, and it can easily, when I listen to it, it goes right back to there, and I can fall right back in pocket with the project and just listen to it again, man. So, and then you tapped into the homie too, man. Phantom of the Beat. He came back on. You guys teamed up for another joint that. I love your chemistry with him, man. Talk about that, man. I know you said you did joints for yourself, but you had to tag in the homie, right?
Oh, the story on that is funny. We were going to shoot the video for Grind Mode. So Snooze is driving. It's me, Snooze, Phantom, L Haggett, and Mike. Shout out to everybody. And we riding out to shoot the video. So of course, everybody playing their joints.
Yeah.
Phantom's playing these beats. So you're in a car full of rap dudes. I guess where's the guinea pig test the music.
Yeah.
We're on the highway. We lit.
Yeah.
And he gonna see what the vibes is.
Yeah.
So he playing joints. And when it got to that record,
yeah.
I guess everybody antenna went up.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah. But he acting like, nah, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Supposed to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So everybody like, but you
playing it, yeah.
So you see the manipulation.
Yeah.
It gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm in the back, so I'm kind of like,
yeah.
Everybody wants to be, but nobody wanted like I do.
Yeah.
So he's shooting us down. He's playing it again, but he's shooting us down.
Yeah.
I have to get a little crafty.
Yeah.
I have to say something that only an elder statesman would understand.
Yeah.
I said, yo, bro, why don't you let me demo that for you? Everybody started laughing. I'm like, yeah, but let me demo that for you, because I know
Yeah.
if you let me hold it, I'm gonna make a motherfucker. Can I curse?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Good.
make a motherfucking record.
Yeah.
So he gives me the record, and I'm sitting on it, but I'm more like, I'm not getting, now as a older artist, I'm understanding more now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to the beat instead of me trying to tell the beat what to do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And if I don't get it, if I don't get bars right then and there, or every time I hit the record and it doesn't back up off it. When it comes on and your mind and the beat just go, that's when I run. Yeah, it's whatever that is, it allowed me access to go the way I wanted to, where it was gonna go. And that's what Give It Up came. So when he heard it, he was like, oh, yeah. But the chemistry is crazy because we have a longer relationship than just making music. We know each other. As you know,
Yeah.
we have a childhood history. You know what I'm saying? So we got a history. We listen to the same kind of music. We come from that era. So I guess it's in that way it makes it easier for us. The alchemy of it,
Yeah.
it makes it easy for us. So his records that he might play, I might.
Yeah.
But when he plays a record, or he goes, I got a record, then we know where we going.
Yeah. Shout out.
You already know. He'll just give me the record, because he said in the interview, there's two people I know I'm gonna go to with a record. Those records. Because they're gonna do what they do on those records. Me being more more with them and knocking out records in this new phase of the era. He like, yeah, he gonna do it. Whatever he gonna do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Shout out to Phantom, man. He's a good brother, man. We was in New York a few years ago, me and my peoples, and we linked up with him while he was out in Brooklyn. I just gave him a call. I was like, yo, I'm in the city, you know what I'm saying? I'm in town. And we chopped it up in front of Barclays for like an hour, man. And he was very gracious with his time, man. It was just cool brother, man. And I got nothing but love for him, man. Every time I tell people, man, he's probably one of the coolest people that I've met in the industry, that he'll give you his time if he respects you, and I respect that for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's my brother right there, man. Shout out to him. I gotta highlight my man. He's definitely my brother, man. So shout out to him, man.
You gotta be gracious. You gotta be reciprocal. You gotta reciprocate the energy and the love that you get from people. It's cool to try to make bonds, friendships, connections, systems with people, networks, because you can't do it all. You can do it all by yourself, but it's going to take some time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But many hands make light work.
Absolutely. And you got the ill features too, man. You got Honey De Niro. Shout out to Honey De Niro, 6 Man Entertainment. You got my brother Snooze, another good brother in the game, man. And that's always fun to talk to.
Yeah. Snooze. I call his phone every time I might call. I got a different. I'd be like, Snooze, what up, Snooze? You know what I'm saying? But a cool dude. He's a cool brother. He puts in work. He don't have no ego. I love that. He ain't got no ego. It's a lot of ego that be running rampant.
Yeah.
Entitlement.
Yeah.
And entitlement and ego is it's a bad combination. Unfortunately, it runs rampant in a lot of the entertainment. And since we vibed, we did Beast and Wolverine. That came out good.
That was a banger too. I love that record. That was a dope record.
I think that was an overlooked record. It should have got a little bit more love than the average. We got good vibes. We cool. and I respect his pen. He get busy.
Yeah.
So he's like I said Snooze is my shooter. I was saying that's my shooter. You produce him, but that's my shooter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Honey De Niro, hardcore.
Absolutely.
She's hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah. I love her voice on the record, man. She just reminds me of one of those ones, you know, so as far as the not even the female MC, just the MC in general. She has that voice that when you hear a rhyme, you stop because you're like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? She has that sound, so, and she New York, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely biased towards hearing Honey De Niro on the track.
She's got a presence. Mm-hmm. I like her voice because it's like some girls' voices sound irritating.
Mm-hmm.
If I can listen to your voice for like 5 minutes straight and not be like, mm-hmm. like her tone, it got a gruff to it, mm-hmm. but she's feminine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's like you get the gangster, mm-hmm. you get the gruff, you get the hardcore, but you still get the she's a female.
Yeah, yeah. You don't know if she's gonna shoot you or she's gonna give you a hug, you know?
Yeah, everybody dying on this record. But when I got that beat, you know, as an MC, every beat you make, you know, every beat you hear is yours. Mm-hmm. But as a producer / MC, I want this beat. Mm-hmm. How could this be hard? But I was like, nah. Like I said, it ain't no fun if the homies can't none. Uh-huh. So I got Snooze and I got Honey De Niro on there. We did some, and it was like, especially the fact that no one was going to really see that coming.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a surprise to me. I know when I heard, I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay."
I know, you know, he funk with these people. I know he be funking with these people like that. He funking with them like that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's always a pleasant surprise. It was definitely a pleasant surprise on that project, man. Well, what else we got? I know we going into the fall season and all that, man. What's some of the goals for this project you want to do, man? Remaining of the year, what you got in mind for this?
I want to really push this album out. That's why I was reaching out to all my favorite interviewers and people that really have supported me from since Autobiography. Like, and I don't mean like industry support me or because it was paid for, but have shown me love and really like tell me like even we off here like, yo, man, I rocks with you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I try to keep that list close. So when I finally, which was the number one question, when is the album? And I got the album. Yeah. Send it to you fresh, just for you. Rock out. And they love hip hop. You love hip hop like I love hip hop. And even though I'm proud of my album, or I like the album, I'm still gonna be like, oh, I just hope. Mm-hmm. Regardless of my title, my name, my experience, what I put on, I'm still humbled and grateful, like, yo, what you think? You know, do you like it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, some of my friends like, why are you even? Because it's still, at the end of the day, and I don't care how big you are, it's that point when you still get humble and you still remember being, I'm just trying to create and I'm just trying to rock. Yeah. And I get like that. Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
You get that for two different ways, right? You get that, I know, because I do the beats too. So it's when you send the beat off, you want to hear that reaction of, yo, this is the one, or, you know what I'm saying? And then after you, like you said, you record the record and you're ready to release it to the world, you got that pullback, like, oh my God, yo, man, I hope people really like this, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because sometimes you be like, it's trash. You know? And no matter how long you're doing it, you still humble yourself to like, yo, I'm not bigger than the program. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to rock the program, man. Mm-hmm. You know, because you know we come from an old school title called "Down by Law." Mm-hmm. Everybody still want to be down by law. You want to be official. Yeah. You know, you want to get that stamp, right, yo?
Yeah. You want that head nod right there, yo.
Yeah. Head nod. So we did, you know, the Killer Elite song. That was that. Mm-hmm. What else did we do? Bone Crusher. A lot of people like Bone Crusher. Yeah. I get a lot of hits for Bone Crusher. And that I just was trying to let go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. letting one go. Like I'm in the crowd with the big gun. I'm letting it go.
Yeah.
That's all that was. I'm letting it go. We going hard with it. We gonna rock with it. We just going hard. We're going for broke on there. And we just gonna do some real hardcore MCing, straight up like that.
And what about Killer Elite? I'm gonna talk about that one real quick.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites too. I love Killer Elite, man. I love what you did with that one.
True?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I did. Yeah, I was really trying to be a producer and giving them the sound effects and the drops because you used to producing for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But now I got other people on there, so it's like I got to step out of MC mode and be a producer and like, listen, I'm here to make everything sound good. I'm here to accent everybody's voice.
Yeah.
I got to make sure everybody's voice is within range of each other.
Yeah.
And make sure, like, finding sounds. You looking through your sound, whatever your sound kit is, effects. I got some type of edge to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want it just three motherfuckers rhyming.
Yeah, yeah.
I want it to be a record.
Yeah, yeah. I could tell, man. I could definitely tell that because, like you said, sometimes when you just rhyming on somebody else's beat and you just kind of wanted a featured artist, but like I could tell with that one, you really took care of that one and you really listened to their vocals and you was like, all right, now let me do this to this to this, so I can enhance them. You know what I'm saying? Make them look just as good. So that's my joint. That's my joint.
It's almost like on some, like this one was like on some Fuji shit with machine guns.
Yeah.
we got the female killer that's she gonna come on and kill everything. You know what I'm saying? And what I mostly enjoyed was being in the background, like as the producer, like really being, if you're in a control booth, I'm trying to make sure everybody else sounds great.
Absolutely, man. Producer MC, man, it's a combination that I always tell people, like, as a beat maker, I'm like, man, I wish I could rhyme. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'll be going crazy right now. So I can only imagine fun that you have as that you wear that hat and you become a triple threat. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely
shooting the videos.
Yeah.
Shooting videos and editing.
Yeah.
We shot for Overdose. And Overdose was produced by Peso Poppy. And that's my cousin. He did get it too.
Okay.
I got a couple other records coming out on projects that's coming out this year. Like I'm going in.
All right.
So with Peso is different because one, that's my family, right? But his sound, he don't just do 808. Peso's been nice since he was 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
His mom, when I was on tour with the clan and all that, his mom like, yo, boy got some heat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool. I want to hear it. So when I finally got time to slow down and come over, the crazy part is, remember those Casio keyboards where you dial in the numbers and they play give you the different sounds? He was making beats on that. But the records was sounding like they was in the studio.
Yeah.
Like he was making beats on there, but it sounded like it was on an MPC.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, yo, this kid is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I couldn't take him nowhere because he was 13.
Yeah.
So when he got older, I started working on projects. I would take him to the studio and I mentor him there, show how to operate the studio, how to move the studio. As he got older, he just got better.
Yeah.
So at that time, he was doing early 2000 boom bap hard joints. His 808 sounds is crazy. He could play everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when he gave me Overdose, because I said, yo, I need some 808. I love 808s. I love 808s. I love to hear that boom. So when he gave me that joint, man, I said, yo, young heads and the adrenaline junkies, they gonna love this.
Yeah.
They gonna love this.
Yeah, it's definitely. Nah, man, the project is crazy, bro. It's balanced. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it has so many different sounds, so many frequencies. You know what I'm saying? As far as how you set this one up, man, and it's dope, man. It's something different. That's all we ask for in this game today, right? Just give us something different, give us something dope, man. And I think you checked all the boxes on this one, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely, man.
And coming from you, coming from you, You're not no pushover.
Man,
You're not no pushover, and I like that.
It's in my phone. Usually when artists send me music, I listen to it on a computer. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't dig it,
the phone?
yeah, I could throw it into the trash bin on a computer. But when I move it to the phone, that means I'm listening to it when I'm riding around, when I'm taking my walk, when I'm in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I study it. So once I move it to the phone, brother, you made it to the phone. You're in the personal collection now.
I made it to the phone.
Absolutely, man. So tell the people, man. Give us more information about the project, man. I know. How can they access it? Are you gonna do physicals for it? What's the game plan, man?
Well, you can access the album at rhymercka.bandcamp.com.
Absolutely.
We already, that's a whole nother conversation about how you already know I feel. I'm a rebel. So yeah, you can access it on rhymercka.bandcamp.com. My social media is RHYMRCKA. That's on Instagram, X, Twitter, and Facebook.
There you go.
So
yeah,
and we're gonna start rolling out because this physical product is coming back because the streaming is out of control. And you can't really, they can tell you whatever number they want to tell you.
Absolutely. No, I like nice round numbers. I like knowing that I can sell this cassette for $10 or whatever it is, and that's $10. You know what I'm saying? It don't change. You can't manipulate it.
The numbers and the streaming numbers is insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
I try to tell people, you're trying to impress an algorithm. You cannot impress a computer program. It has no emotions.
No soul. That's
You're
right.
not going to get that feeling.
Yeah. I agree, man. I agree. We come from that era, man, where you do hand to hands with the people. Here, man, here's my new CD. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, here it is. Support it. You know what I mean? And I even dig, and it's crazy, like I saw Cardi B, and I know she's way out of what we do here in the underground, but I liked the campaign she was doing for this new album she put out, where she was out there in the neighborhoods and the streets.
Where's she from though?
She's from the city. You know what I'm saying? So I like people who aren't familiar with that took it as like, oh, this is a joke, but I'm like, but yo, that's how it used to work. You know what I'm saying? You used to set up in Harlem and you get your little blanket and you know what I'm saying? You sell your CDs.
I've already seen an article online how they saying, oh, it's a new way. I'm like, no, that's the way.
It's the only way. It's the way. It's always going to be a people's business, and that's what I tell artists I work with who are younger. I'm like, yo, this forever is going to be a people person. Don't let IG and social media fool you, right? It's always going to be the people. You got to talk to the people. You got to get conversations with the people so they can feel you as a person. And you're going to win that way, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got to do it that way. Like the algorithms, like you said, let them big people have that where they can fight over those pennies. But as an indie artist, connect with the people, man. Connect with the people.
Also check out Grind Mode. That's the first single. That was really the first single. The new wave of stuff was coming out, but we decided to use that as the first single and video for a documentary we all featured in called Origin of Hip Hop, the Staten Island story that was produced by Carl Productions. And it's telling the story of all the Staten Island music scene, hip hop scene from the old school to present new school artists from Staten Island. But there's so much talent, there's so much music in that borough that you haven't even discovered yet.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a melting pot. It's still a melting pot out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Dope, brother. Social media. Tell us. I think you already told us that. All your places to find.
I'll do it again. I don't care.
All right.
Yo, reach out to me. RHYMRCKA. That's on Instagram, Twitter, X, and Facebook. And the album, the new album is out now called The Frequency. It's on rhymercka.bandcamp.com.
There you go. And brother, I know you already sent me a copy, but I'm going to commit to buy a copy anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I like to roll. That's how I like to roll, man. Rhymercka, you already know this is home for you, brother. Anytime you got anything, man.
Hit me up, man.
Just do it.
When you in the town again.
I'll tell you off air. I got some stuff in the works right now. I'll tell you here in a little bit. How about this, man? We're going to get off the air. We're going to play a couple joints off the project here in a little bit. And then me and this brother going to chop it up real quick about my Prolo trip to New York here in a little bit. All right? We'll be right back.
All hands
hands on deck. You already know what it is. Overdosing on this, overdosing on this, my command, overdosing on this, overdosing on this. From the back to the front, trying to go from the jump. It can happen any way that you want. It's like a 12-gauge pump with a body in the trunk, the way the 808 bump. Everything turned up, everybody just drunk. It's more lit than a blunt, more lit than a blunt. All flex, no front, live action, no stunt. 100 from the jump.